Bonjour! Dates are not always written correctly in French, and this video will show you how to do it. Vous êtes prêts? C'est parti! But first of all, let's go through the days of the week very quickly. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, and the last one, do you remember? Dimanche. And to write dates, we also need the month. So let's go through the month very quickly. Janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, and be careful with the pronunciation, is août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. So if you want to say it's Friday, you just say nous sommes vendredi, nous sommes, we are. But be careful, if you know or if you're talking about a specific Friday, you will have to add le. And you would say, nous sommes le vendredi 23 juin 2023. I remind you that days of the week do not take a capital letter. So at school, you will just see the day, probably with a capital letter because you're just starting, it's as if you were starting a sentence. Then the number, then the month, which will not be capitalized, and then the year. Lundi 23 mars 2023. And I remind you that 23rd remains 23. Okay, you wouldn't say 23rd in French. So talking about birthdays, I always take my birthday as an example because it's the 1st of October. And when you want to say the 1st of any month, you have to say premier. So mon anniversaire, c'est le 1er octobre. And you would have a 1 and ER exactly as it is now. Mon anniversaire, c'est le 1er octobre. Now, if it's the 2nd, you're just going to say mon anniversaire, c'est le 2 octobre. So you would not say 2nd. Dates on a form can look a bit different. So for example, you can have JJ. You need to know that JJ stands for the day, jour. MM for the mois, and AAAA for l'année, which is the year. So this is what you would put if you were talking about, for example, your date of birth, the 4th of the 10th, 2000. So imagine you're writing a letter. So you're writing to Monsieur Dubois, 15 rue Jeanne d'Arc, 76 000 Rouen. Where will you put the date? Well, the date is going to be right after your address, the address of the person you're writing to, and also you have to remember to put the place where you're writing from. So in my case, if I'm writing in Kingston, I'm going to say Kingston plus a comma, then le, because it's a specific date, 20, and that is going to be numbers and not full letters. Then I'm going to put the month, in this case is juin, and then again in numbers, 2023. And finally, if you were to rent an accommodation in France, you'll have to sign a contract, okay? And it might look like that, where you have date, le, and then you put your date, and a, which says lieu, which is the place, and you'll have to write the name of the town where you're writing from. Okay? Signature du bailleur, so the bailleur will be the owner of the place, and signature du locataire will be you. Locataire is tenant. Well, that's all I wanted to share with you today regarding dates. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you learned something about dates, please let me know in the comment below. And I hope to see you very soon in the next video. Au revoir!